Oh, yeah.
Ready?
We're live.
Attention to you, I promise.
We're live
All right.
now.
This is the episode 20 live stream. I'd like to welcome you to it now that we're fully prepared. We were talking about the baby book that I'm doing here. That is correct. I said fucking episode 20. I'm pretty goddamn impressed. I didn't realize until we got here. Go live on fucking Twitter now. Everything is real. Those are the other two cameras. Here we are. We're turned around. So, episode 20, like we were just talking about. We have some really good listens this week. I want to thank everybody for listening to us. Let's introduce ourselves. This is the Salt of the Street podcast, episode 20. I'm Donovan.
I'm Colin.
So, here we are. Salt of the Street's on Twitter. Salt of the Street on Instagram. Salt of the Street on Twitter. Salt of the Street on Instagram. Facebook, it's Salt of the Streets. You can find us on our website, saltofthestreets.com. It's all beautiful. We're probably going to update the picture soon because we got mad fucking pictures now.
This is true.
So, here we are. It's a Friday. It's an early show because I'm going to go to a wedding tomorrow, and then Sunday is my sister-in-law's birthday.
Absolutely.
So, here we are. We got all of our shit going today. We're super excited that you guys are here. We're feeling really good. I had some pizza this afternoon. We got our beers going. This is the clutch table.
The clutch table, which is only, it's a secret Twitter only accessibility.
Only Twitter. If you want to see that, go find me on Twitter. You can see what's on the clutch table.
But if you're watching us on the Instagram, which I hope you are, just know that my cell phone that is broadcasting Instagram is being propped up by not only a wonderful fatherly book called Rockin' Fatherhood, but it's also propped up by a copy of the U.S. Constitution.
As are we.
Absolutely.
Propped up by the Constitution.
Always and forever.
That's what my next tattoo, I don't know if I told you, I'm going to get a We the People tattoo.
Ooh.
I'm going to get it on my leg, I think. On my calf and on my knee. It's going to hurt like fuck, but it's going to be sweet.
I had an interesting, and I can't remember if it was last week or this week, but I had an interesting conversation with my wife about the "Don't Tread on Me" flag.
Yeah.
I just realized that the "Don't Tread on Me" flag is basically just a warning sign not to step on snakes.
I mean, don't fuck with the snakes.
Yeah, just don't step on the snake because it's right there. I mean, I don't know, why can't they just say, "Caution, don't step on the snakes"?
So, this week on Salt of the Streets, our big three, we're going to talk about, what the fuck is our big three this week called?
Our big three is kind of convoluted because it's mostly all around the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
So there's the Supreme Court seat got vacant. Justice Kennedy is leaving. And then we had a bunch of Supreme Court decisions. I have some stuff to talk about the unions, the public sector unions.
Abortions again.
Yeah, abortions again. Did that come up again?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot. There's a lot of.
I have an article from the Guardian that goes over like 7 big ones, so we can run through that article.
That would be sweet.
I'm sure that has yours on it.
Absolutely. That we had some travel ban.
Yeah, that's going to be a little bit of its own topic because that's kind of a bigger deal that's been going on for a long time. And then we're going to talk about kind of bipartisanship and a little bit about the primaries and like Maxine Waters and Sarah Sanders got kicked out of a restaurant earlier this week, so we're going to talk about some stuff like that. Also, the head of Homeland Security, Secretary of Homeland Security, Christian Nielsen, not Gillibrand. Gillibrand is a politician. Nielsen,
which I think we did that last week.
Yeah,
couldn't figure it out.
Somebody went to her house. I think people went to her house. I'm pretty sure, and also to Mitch McConnell's house, and people are going to people's houses. So we're going to talk about some weird shit that's going on in the parties. We're going to talk about the primaries because there's been some weird shit going on. You know, people that are being taken out by incumbents that have been, like Joe Crowley was a 10-term winner as representative and got unseated by a 28-year-old who is a professed Democratic socialist. Yeah. Which is just...
Yeah, she worked on Bernie Sanders' campaign.
Yeah.
And so, no, Ginger Ninja, don't get excited about it. We'll talk about that later.
So we'll talk about all of that. And then we got a little bit of sports going on, obviously. We got a little bit of pop culture going on. It's going to be a good show today. Colin, tell the people what you ate today.
Oh, man. 10 o'clock, don't ask me why, but I had 2 corn dogs.
Corn dog.
Yeah, I was between job sites, and it was like, I could use a corn dog. So I swung in and got a corn dog.
Yeah.
2 corn dogs. And then I had about an hour before we started rolling, maybe an hour and a half, I had a nice pastrami on rye sandwich with some salt and vinegar chips from, Tim's Cascade chips.
Oh, yeah.
So good.
The local delicious chips.
Absolutely. And yeah, just had some of that. I've been drinking on some of that coconut water with with the pulp inside, like the chunks of the coconut.
Yeah.
Super good. Reminds me of Ecuador.
That's gross.
Dude, it's so good. It's got what plants crave, bro.
It's got the fiber and shit in there.
Yeah. Do you know what that's from? It's got what plants crave. If you haven't seen this movie, you absolutely need to see this movie. Idiocracy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the electrolytes. The electrolytes.
It's got what plants crave.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name of the drink. But it was some kind of play on like Gatorade, Powerade type thing.
Yeah,
Gatorade.
I'm sorry if anybody's talking to us there. We obviously can't see you. We're in a fucked up system. So we will look for comments on the end, and then we will answer them. I promise. I really, really am sorry. We can go and check if you want.
I can go do that. Yeah.
Okay. So just a little peepsies. People do watch
Little
it.
peepsies.
So anybody remembers the name of that?
Professional. Walk in front of that.
Obviously, let us know because we're interested. But I think that's.
Ezekiel joined, Tatiana Fierro. That's the cousin in NYC who I'm going to see very, very shortly.
It was
and
nice to meet you. I remember that.
and Miss Jordan Phillips gave you a nice the little heart smiley faces.
Oh, baby.
Your beautiful wife sent
Yeah,
you
my
love.
wife is not here. First ultrasound on Monday, just so everybody knows. Update.
Because that's not exciting. Good lord.
Yeah. So what did we do this week? Let's see. On Monday, I don't think I really did that much stuff because we got a pretty chill week this week. We finished Game of Thrones because we're terrible people, so we'll talk about that later in pop culture. But it's been pretty chill this week. Just working a lot, just to try and save money and stuff for the baby. So that's what we're doing. Went out to the Cloverleaf today. That was nice with the boys. And the boys are watching. Shout out.
What up, boys?
Yeah. So that was good. That was good. What did you do this week?
I got a nice new computer for the show. Very excited about that.
G7.
We're running audio off of this now, which is going to be wonderful because it's going to speed up the editing game so much. And it's going to open us up to an awesome, eventually anyways, we still got the technical aspects of that are still going.
Everybody.
How
I'm going. Whoops.
So many alarms. Is this your take medicine?
Probiotic number 2. Yeah.
Oh boy.
I'm supposed to take my other probiotic today, so I'll remember to do that when I get home.
Excuse me. That's some of that alcoholic kombucha.
Can you take this so I can hit this fucking...
Yeah, buddy.
You know, watch me hit this bubbler.
And, that's not a good place to put my hand there.
It's a tough, and you can't flip it over too, so it's...
It is, it's the Twitter machine.
Videos.
The magic of the Twitter machine.
Yeah. So sorry, what else did you do this week? So you got your new laptop this week?
And pretty soon we're going to start screwing around with some real life video podcast stuff, and so hopefully here in the very near future you will get a full 2 to 3 hours unedited, other than just polishing it up, video podcast on the YouTube.
Whole thing.
It's coming up soon. Get excited. I'm excited. You should be excited too.
Yeah.
And you should all be excited.
Everybody, we got our t-shirts this week. We got our t-shirt samples. We picked t-shirts. Next week I'm going to order t-shirts. So, like we're talking about in 2 weeks. 1 week later than I had promised you because my bosses took some time off. But we'll have t-shirts within 2 weeks. We'll have t-shirts. We'll obviously post about it. Let everybody know when it happens. Because we want you to buy them. They're going to start in black, and then we'll start going in other colors. If people have requests for colors, let us fucking know. And I'll look for them and buy them if I can get them. And, custom shit, if you want to mail us something, then I'll charge you a nominal fee to put the thing on there, and then I'll send it back to you. So, that's up to you. That's up to you guys. Whatever you want a Salt of the Streets logo on, we'll fucking put it on there for you.
Absolutely. Big or small.
Yeah.
Repping the Salt of the Streets.
Absolutely.
We're going to have to start coming up with, a name for people that support Salt of the Streets.
Ooh.
Them salty motherfuckers. I don't know.
Ooh, that's good. I like that. That's funny. Salty, dog.
But I was going to say, what else did I do this week?
New laptop.
Yeah, new laptop. That just kind of took the cake.
Yeah. The t-shirts.
T-shirts, blah, blah, blah.
This week, I think that's fair to say.
Just working, chilling, hustling.
Well, and it's Friday now, so we have one less day.
This is true.
Usually we would do something tonight, even if it's something little, because we usually stay in on Friday nights and do research and stuff like that to try and prepare for the show. But usually have an extra day to do something. So,
Yeah, it is. That Friday night is pretty clutch because I just sit there and you just cram for hours all night.
I've got 3 different internet windows open with different articles here. So
Nice.
That's how we run shit over here. It's off the streets.
I'm running solely Brave browser on the laptop now.
Really?
Very excited about that. Brave, if you haven't heard of it, it's like the greatest browser ever now.
I think that I figured out that if you use secret trick, don't come after me, FCC. I'm pretty sure that if you use the Onion router, right? Do you remember me telling you about that?
Yes.
It doesn't track an article count when you go to different news websites.
Oh.
So you don't get cut off because it goes through a different IP address every time. So it can't count the amount of articles that you're reading. So every time you click on a new article, there's no count. So if you don't know what the Onion router is, it's a website browser that you can download, and it puts it goes through like 3 different servers before it comes to you, so people can't track your activity on the internet. So it's just
the Onion.
Yes, like layers like an onion, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's just an easier way to be safe on the internet, and it's totally free. And I have it on here. I don't use it all the time, but I do sometimes, especially if I run out of articles on a particular website. Then I'll go
Or
to the
you're
Onion router.
watching porn and
Something weird, yeah. Any weird shit you don't want anybody to know about, that's what you can do. If you want to go on the dark web, that's how you do it. The Onion router. Nobody will know about it. I don't know how to go on the dark web, but
that's right, because it's kind of like it's a VPN essentially. Right?
yeah, you have to like know. And I don't know that shit. If I did, I might. But now that the Silk Road is gone, what's the fucking point, man? If you're not buying drugs on the dark web, I'm married, so I'm not buying horse. What else is the point? You know what I'm saying? So,
Oh god, that's funny.
that's just me.
Word. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't think I really did anything. I gotta give you this phone, bro. My hand is like shaking.
Whatever you want,
You
baby.
got them weak baby arms.
That's all right.
Been swinging hammers all day, bro. My arm's tired.
That's all right.
Well, since I had the very unexciting, I'm gonna say tomorrow's festivities, this weekend's festivities for next week.
Yeah.
Because we also have 4th of July coming up next week.
Yes.
So, there's the parade and all that good stuff.
It's gonna be a big motherfucking week.
Yeah, my buddy Jake is bringing his beautiful new truck to the, it's gonna be in the parade.
What kind of truck is that?
Pause button.
Jacob, tell me what kind of fucking truck you own.
I think I got a picture of it. I can't remember if it's a Ford or a Chevy. I think it's a Chevy.
I really want a Nissan Titan. You know what I'm saying?
A Nissan Titan. You're gonna buy a truck and you're gonna buy a Nissan?
Have you seen
Actually,
it?
I've heard they're a pretty decent truck.
Nasty, bro.
Yeah.
Titan is a nasty truck.
And it's got a dope ass name too.
Yeah,
I mean, who wants numbers? Who wants the Ford F-150 or the 1500?
Fuck
You
that.
can have a
And I
Titan.
had a Ford. They break all the time. Fuck a Ford truck.
Yeah.
Not about that.
I used to have a Chevy truck and it was really nice.
I would have a Chevy truck. I would not buy a Ford truck.
Yeah, I think when I get a truck, because the Subaru, I'm done with the Subaru lifestyle.
The next car I buy will be a truck.
Yeah.
For
Yo, anybody who's ever had a Subaru and you understand the struggles that come with the boxer engine, where I can't even change my own spark plugs without dropping the whole engine block to get at it. Okay? That's like a $500 spark plug job.
Yeah.
I hate it.
That's
But it's a decent car though, it's still around. Keeps me going.
Land Rover the same way, bro. Everything's just super expensive.
Yeah, buddy, no
We couldn't
thank you.
shit. That's why I was so, like, even to change my ignition, it was like $250 for a made up piece. for something that somebody made and sold to me, it was $250. It was fucking crazy. But, yeah, no, that's, or like a Toyota Tundra. You know, a Tundra is nice. I would have a Tundra. That's a thing.
Yeah, no, that's a good mid-sized truck, like a Colorado.
Yeah. Yes.
I drive a Colorado for work.
Yes.
It's a pretty decent little truck, man.
An Avalanche. I would have an Avalanche.
Yeah.
That's a nice truck.
Do they even make those anymore?
An Avalanche? I think so.
No.
I don't
I feel like that was a fad that died out, maybe.
I don't know. They were nice. They had like those black things that connected like the cab and the.
Yeah, see, I don't like that in
almost
a
like
truck.
little handle.
I don't like that in a truck, because to me, a truck is a tool. I need a full bed open so that I can put a mattress in there to watch movies at the drive-in,
Yeah.
or to put lumber in, which I could do with those things anyway.
Well, the next truck I buy has to have 4 doors because we're having a baby.
Yes,
so I
it's
have
true.
to be able to put kids in it. So
Big, safe vehicle.
So the bed will either be shorter or my truck will be long as fuck to have 4 doors and a full bed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can get like my mom's got a big full-size extended cab F-350.
Fuck that, dude. I don't
That thing is a
need.
tank.
Yeah, I don't need that in my life.
It takes like a quarter mile just to make one turn.
That's like Rachel has one of those. She's got that giant
Yeah.
fucking truck. I don't need none of that shit in my life. You know, I don't need none of that. I know. All I'm gonna put in there is a dog and some trash. Like I don't need.
And a baby.
And a baby, yeah. A dog and a baby and some trash. I don't need shit in there. Like that.
Ooh, speaking of stuff in the backseat of trucks, I did see something crazy this week. Driving back to the office one day at the end of the day, I was driving down the highway and this truck going like 75 flies by me, and there's 2 kids hanging out in the back.
Just sitting in the back of the truck.
Yeah, I mean they were probably, I say kids, they're probably like 16 years old or whatever.
Yeah.
Just sitting there, you know. It was like 90 degrees, and so of course one of them was wearing a wool cap. But, I mean, you're going 75. It's got to be a little chilly.
I wore a beanie this week.
That's fine. You work indoors. You're a house cat. It's fine.
That's funny.
But yeah, it was weird. I didn't know people still had the balls to like drive down the highway and like that anymore.
I think it is legal as long as there's no available seat in the cab. You're allowed to sit in the bed of the truck, and I believe that is like the rule. And so maybe there was more people in the bed of the truck.
Maybe.
Because if not, they could definitely get a ticket for that.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was very surprised.
If
But then
you
again,
follow all the laws.
depending on when you figure where I was at in the county, you go,
Yeah.
well, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
But there was something else kind of funny I was going to do. I don't remember.
I don't know.
I did come up with a little game we might play later today.
Yeah.
Just to kind of see what kind of superhero you might want to be if you had certain choices.
Word.
So we'll get into that later.
We should also talk about sponsors that we would and would not be willing to have. That's what I think.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Spur of the moment,
Yeah,
don't think about it.
Just a quick couple, yeah. But we'll do that in the actual show because we're about 16 minutes on here.
Word.
So we can cut this out on here. We're going to cut those out on there. We're going to start this actual show here. Like we said, episode 20, Salt of the Streets. Check us out on fucking SoundCloud, on Apple Podcast, on our website, saltofthestreets.com. I'm at Salt of the Street on Twitter. This is Big Bird Offie on Twitter and on Instagram. Salt of the Streets on Instagram. Like I said, saltofthestreets.com. Check off the shit out. We're going to do this. The episode will still be up on Monday. We'll also have Descents coming out on Monday because I need more time to do that shit. And that's it. So we're going to close this out, and then we're going to close those out, and then we're going to do all this shit. So I hope everybody has a good weekend. We'll fucking talk to you later on Monday. Like I said, the episode comes out, and that's it.
Goodbye, everybody.
Salt on the Streets. Peace out.
All right, I gotta go shut all those out.
Extra content.
We need